I'm going to break this down for you guys. Basically, Lil Wayne had an interview. And for the record, the interview's on my blog. It's only like a minute. Rather, it's a clip of an interview that he said some really foolish things in. It was with, if I'm not mistaken, ABC. And T.I. saw the video and he left a very interesting comment. It's a long comment, but it's worth hearing. And I'm going to put it up on the screen and read it to you, but give me a minute. Let me say this first. So Lil Wayne did an interview and he was asked about Black Lives Matter. The interviewer said, what do you think about Black Lives Matter? And he's like, well, what is that? Acting as if he doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. She's like, well, it's a movement basically promoting the idea that Black Lives Matter because some people feel as if the rest of America doesn't really know that or acknowledge it. Pretty much what Lil Wayne said is like, look, I didn't know that there was like a title put on it, He's like, look, I'm a young, black, rich motherfucker. And this coon was like, that doesn't let you know America understands, that black N-words matter nowadays. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The way that he worded things was just so freaking stupid that he doesn't know what it is and don't come to him, with that dumb shit. And he says, my life matters. Then he looks dead into the camera and says, especially to my bitches. And the Coon of the Year award goes to, you would think that Tommy Sotomayor would get the Coon of the Year. No. Lil Wayne has reached a whole nother plantation plateau. How dare you, Lil Wayne? You might be a Lil Wayne, but you're a big ass raccoon with no rat, just a coon. So the woman who's interviewing him, who's some black woman, she goes, so do you feel disconnected from it? This fool said, I feel connected to nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with me. If you do, you crazy as shit. And he says he's connected to this motherfucking flag right here and pulls out a red blood gang flag, a handkerchief, a fucking bandana. And he goes on to say, I'm a gangbanger, ma'am. I'm connected. Well, Wheezy, gangbangers die every day. So I guess they're just not fucking connected enough. You know what they say is survival of the fittest out here. And it's the bad guys, the tough guys, and the gangsters that are always dying. So you see who the weakest are, right? All you tough guys out there, listen up. That's why I don't have any respect for you. Survival of the fittest, looks like you're the fucking weakest. All them connections don't mean anything. Y'all stay connected to hospital beds for some reason. All those fucking connections. I guess that's the IV, the goddamn the breathing apparatus, the breathing mask, Yeah, lots of connections. Cast in your leg, gangsta, sellouts. I don't understand how gang members could be looked at as the alpha males of black people. I look at you weirdos as being sellouts. So he's bragging about being a blood gang member who basically kill my people. So I don't really have any respect for coonery and buffoonery personally. Plus there's way more black men who are not gangbangers than ones that are gangbangers. I wish that the rest of us would just get together and maybe, maybe stop the nonsense. I mean, it's enough of us to do it, so why not? Why let our kids be in danger? Just my idea. But I'll talk about it to you guys later. If I had enough black men to do it, and we can maybe pass a couple laws, I'll be on the front lines. But anyways, let me go and read you what T.I. had to say about it all. T.I. said, at Little Tunchi, that's Lil Wayne's Instagram handle, this is my son and daughter showing me this for the first time and asking me what you mean. I'm at a complete loss of words here. Wayne, I've known you for over a decade. Our daughters grew up together practically. Regine, which is Lil Wayne's daughter, spent countless times at my house with Neek, referring to Zanique, his stepdaughter, with Tiny, when you were in prison, and you extended my daughter the same courtesy when I was in the same position. Our relationship outside of music is what makes me sensitive to our disposition. Come on, more big words, T.I. We need more big words. I know you wired a bit different than most other responsible adults, but still, ninja, you tripping. Nah, fuck that. He's falling. I don't know what you going through or what you are attempting to avoid, but this shit is absolutely unacceptable. You're disrespecting yourself, bringing shame on your family name, and tarnishing your legacy. You have children, including mine, prior to now, that have looked up to you. You have sons and a daughter that depend upon your leadership. Bro, if you don't stand for something out here, all the money, jewelry, cars, mansions, bandanas, and hit records don't mean shit. I love the fact that he included those made in China handkerchiefs in there. Anyway, our people are being oppressed. We are being hunted, captured, and slaughtered out here daily. You have to get out of that bubble that you've been living in and get out here and educate yourself on what's going on around us. I'm always here to share whatever knowledge or understanding I may have to assist your growth and development, but you must stop this buffoonery and cooning. T.I., you my ninja for life now, ninja. Anyways, you must stop this buffoonery and cooning you out here doing. You looking like somebody who has something to gain or lose by pretending like it's not as bad as Black Lives Matter making it seem, and you're not aware of an issue that needs to be addressed. That's what would be considered, quote, Uncle Tom shit. I know you. You're better than this. I've been proud to call myself a fan and friend of Lil Wayne. But if that must end in order to stand up for those who can't do it for themselves, so be it. If you're not prepared for a question in an interview, say no comment, bro. But stop embarrassing yourself and everyone out here who's been supporting you. There is no middle ground. Oppression knows no neutral party. Either you're part of the oppressed or you with the oppressor. There is no such thing as oppression not affecting you. It's hashtag us or else out here. T.I., that damn message should be in a museum. I need that shit up on a t-shirt. Jesus, I swear I'm gonna print that shit out and put it on my wall, my lord. T.I., you got a new fan, brother. A new fan. I shit you not. I wasn't a T.I. fan until this moment. Reading that was like a spiritual experience, Jesus. It was spiritual. Yes, my lord. He smacked that coon with the hand of black God, light-skinned black God. Psh, smacked that gremlin. Damn. You know, I used to be on Lil Wayne's side. I really was. You know, there's lots of things that I did not like about him. I thought that he was a buffoon in some, instances and stuff like that. And man, I'm going to have to make a separate video about Southern rappers just saying stupid shit. It's funny how divided the South is, because Soulja Boy said some real coonish shit. I was about slavery or something. This was years ago when he was younger. Then there was something that Kevin Gates had said about him acting like an N-word when he got arrested by the police. Some stupid shit. I'm gonna have to make sure I get every word verbatim. I'm gonna make a separate video about Southern rappers just saying stupid shit, because everybody from the South is not a real guy like a T.I. or an Andre 3000, a David Banner, a Killer Mike. Everybody doesn't have that type of mind. And there's a lot of buffoonery in the South. Straight up plantation talk. And I'm just gonna have to make a separate video about the different things that they said and just put it all together and everything. But man, T.I. T.I. stuck his foot in that man's ass and turned it sideways. He just put his foot over Lil Wayne's ass. That's why Lil Wayne's voice sounds like that, because T.I.'s light-skinned foot is in Lil Wayne's crusty ass, and it's just gonna remain there for eternity. Lil Wayne ain't shit for saying that. And that used to be my boy. I used to fucks with Lil Wayne. Pause. No homo. You know what I mean, Jesus. I used to love Lil Wayne. But now, what happened to him? It's like, we hear these crazy stories about celebrities were cloned and, they were replaced by some sort of android and stuff like that. I never wanted to believe that, but this is the one rare time where I really want to believe that stupid shit. Because it's really, it's disturbing my spirit to think that he would ever say something like this. And I know that he knows that he's full of shit. But the fact that this coon sat up there and pulled out that dirty little terrorist flag, that I kill black people flag, well, black men, you can't tell me that there's any difference between the Bloods, the Crips, and the KKK. You're all a bunch of white supremacists. Or as will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas said, we got terrorists where we living. The FBI, the CIA, the Bloods, the Crips, and the KKK. I think that's how he said it in the song Where Is the Love with Justin Timberlake, Black Eyed Peas featuring Justin Timberlake. Anyways, man, what's so deep about the mind control, the mind programming, the psychological conditioning is the fact that Lil Wayne pulled out a red bandana and said, I'm a gangbanger at a time like that, knowing that gangbangers kill black men. So what he's essentially saying, what this coon is basically saying is that, hey, we kill black men too. We support white supremacy. We're some coons. We're some Aunt Jemima bandana on the head wearing plantation minded fucking coons. Like, hey, I kill ninjas anyway. I'm just like the police. I'm just like the KKK. That's the "we hate N-words too" flag. If you really think about it, the blue and red flags, the handy handkerchief that I blow my nose on, what they're essentially saying is we kill N-words too. The gangs are so retarded. I remember I saw a video of Waka Flocka Flame, who's like some sort of blood affiliate. I guess he's a real blood. Unlike people say Lil Wayne's a fake blood. I don't know. I don't really care because I don't care about gangsters. I'm not retarded. Plus, I'm not a white supremacist like them. But Waka Flocka said something about like people were saying shit to him like, yeah, talking about we should go kill these bloggers. We should go get these bloggers. Some stupid shit like that. And I'm like, really? Gangsters going after, gang members, gang bangers, gang weirdos going after bloggers. That's just fucking retarded. Y'all weirdos don't have anything. That's what the streets are now. Now the streets are fucking with bloggers. You sissies need to get jobs or something. You weirdos really need to go find something to do. Ooh, we're gonna go after the bloggers now. They swear they're the only ones that are armed. That's what I love about it. One day these weirdos are gonna run up on the wrong person. Like those, there's like 3 or 4 people that broke into that little Chinese woman's house. I'm pretty sure she was Chinese. Anyway, she's some sort of Asian. They broke up in her house. They didn't know she had a gat up in there. They thought they were gonna break in, steal some shit. They had their little guns or whatever. Oh, she chased them out and started bucking and caught one of them. And it was caught on like a black and white surveillance video. And this idiot died. So much for being a gangster. That little worthless 2-cent made in China piece of fabric does not block bullets. And there's hundreds of millions of guns in America, but there's not hundreds of millions of gangbangers. So what does that tell you? The day that the people decide to stand up to the gangs, it's game over. Besides, the thing I really hate about these pussy sissy gangbangers is that they're never anywhere to be found when the police kill one of these unarmed black men. You ever notice that? They're so gangster, they're so tough, and they'll kill an N-word. But when somebody white in a police uniform kills an unarmed black man, these homos in these bandanas are nowhere to be found. So what's the point of you? Maybe the gangs should just commit mass seppuku, Japanese ritualistic suicide. Stab themselves in the gut or just shoot themselves in the head. Because what is the point? Whenever an unarmed black man gets killed, you pussies don't want to help, or you'll march or something like that. Why don't you buck your guns in that direction? Oh, that's right, because you're scared of them. Because you're a big old pussy cat. And General Here Hat, the worst women in our community, is the reason why I almost called you guys FAGs, but I'm not going to use that word because I don't want to gay bash you. I know that gangbangers are homos most of the time. That's why you love to go to jail. That's why you sag your pants a lot of times for easy access. But General Here Hat, the worst of the black women in our community, are attracted to this straight coonery and buffoonery. And there's plenty of black women who will lay with Lil Wayne after he said this bullshit because they love these thugs. Same thing with the guys on the other side, the white guys that are killing us. That's why didn't they show you that in Monsters Ball with Halle Berry's character? Even though I understand she's half black, but you know what I mean. She's considered to be a black woman to most ignorant people in America nowadays. So basically, the women of our group are with the white guys who are killing us, and they're with the black guys that are killing us. You see how this game works? I just had to throw that in there because that's a very important part of the equation. Because let's be real here. The reason why these dudes are in the streets is so that they can get money. And then they want to get the money so they can get the women. The women are the finish line. The whole point is to get the women. It doesn't matter how many kids you make along the way, how many kids are aborted, how many kids get shot by the police, whatever. At the end of the day, the finish line is to get to the pussy. Because that proves that they're straight, even though most gangsters are gay. And if they're sucking dick on the side, hey, that's none of my business. But if you're a cock-sucking, bandana-wearing weirdo, why do you have to go fucking around with the men of my race on the side? You know, I don't separate gangs from the police because they're all gangbangers. And you all seem to be aiming at unarmed black men. So if you're a black man and you're listening to this and you do not have a criminal record, go get yourself as many firearms as you can afford. And let's pass the laws to stop the gangbangers before they do something to us. That's all I'm saying. Because they're not fucking helping. And the women who like them are not helping either. And you have white folks on their side too, putting money behind their music, bragging about killing us and stuff like that. And they're like, look at what black men are doing. No, this is a very small group of black men. And a very large group of black women. And a very large group of white men. And a small group of white women. All working together to kill the black man. I see what's going on here. I see the bigger picture. And as long as Lil Wayne has his money, his weed, or whatever the fuck he does, and he has his bitches that love him. Notice that's what he said in the interview? I have women, therefore my life matters. Very interesting choice of words. But when I talk about these black women who are attracted to this foolishness, y'all act like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And then you're gonna say, well, he just likes red bones. Well, last I checked, Toya Wright is not exactly a red bone. She's pretty fucking brown. So don't come with the colorism bullshit. Not now. We're talking about our lives here. Okay? And this fucking fool, Lil Wayne, pulled out a dirty red piece of shit fucking bandana in an interview. Said my bitches love me and I'm a blood. I'm a fucking gangbanger who's rich and my bitches love me. And this is why we need to bring the Boondocks back, to make fun of stupid shit like that. I tell you what, the next time Lil Wayne's stupid ass gets arrested and he's having a seizure in his jail cell, remember this interview, since he knows that white folks just love him. Remember this interview and the foolishness that came out of his mouth. His dirty, stinking, grill-lined trap. And I would say if Lil Wayne dies in a shootout with the police, I would come to his funeral and play this video there. I would get up there, I would figure out how to do his eulogy, and I would play the fucking video to remind everybody, remember when this Negro said this? No, listen to me. That will never happen, because remember, he's a red bandana wearing, blood, same thing. He's a red bandana wearing blood. So he won't die in a shootout with the police, because bloods shoot at inwards, remember? Because that's what gangsters do. Gangsters kill black men, just like the police do. What he's telling you guys is that he's just like the police. There is no difference between the Bloods, the Crips, and the KKK. Same shit. Inward killers. The NK. That's what their whole gang is, NK. The killers. And who do black women call when they get mad at you? They say, I'm going to call the police to come get you. Or they say, I'm going to get my cousin who's in such and such a gang to get you. Or my brother who's in such and such a gang to get you. The inward killers. Just for the record, black men, wake up. If you don't have a record, get armed. Get armed now. This fucking gangbanger pussy sat up there and laughed in an interview, basically about black men dying, because he doesn't care. He's like, I'm rich, I'm not one of y'all. There's us and there's you. I'm rich and a little flimsy bandana carrying gangbanger. So therefore, there's us and there's you. This interview alone should leave us at a point where we never purchase anything that this clown sells again. Nobody should ever purchase any one of his albums, a fucking t-shirt, a poster, nothing. Before now, I would have never said this, but I'm on some boycott Lil Wayne shit right now. I don't think that we should ever support his career again. We should have nothing to do with this clown. We should basically act like he just doesn't exist and let him know how we really feel. Because I know that most people are looking at him like, you stupid little fucking fool. Thanks, Lil Wayne. You made my day because you made me laugh. Not with you, but at you. And I laughed at myself a little bit for ever being a fan of yours, because you're a piece of shit. You're no better than the KKK. Remember when you said in that song, beat the pussy up like Emmett Till? Did you ever see what the picture of Emmett Till's face looked like after they bludgeoned his face? They beat the face off of a 14, 15-year-old boy. Wasn't he about that age? Boy died. They said that, did they say he whistled at a white woman or looked at a white woman? It was one or the other. Excuse me. But Lil Wayne received backlash. I should have known then, when he said beat the pussy up like Emmett Till, that this little weirdo was nobody to be a fan of. I'm truly disappointed with myself for not boycotting this little turd then. But as of right now, Lil Wayne can eat a dick. And as many times he's been to jail, he quite possibly has. Who knows? But yeah, man, I think Lil Wayne would love to be on the plantation, chained up by massa, little S&M. No, not sadomasochism. Slave and masochism. Massa. You know? I don't care what corny little gay gang you're involved with, whether you're a Mason, any of that cornball shit, bro. These white folks don't love you. You're just a pawn in their game. And sucking dick and licking white ass like this will not get you very far. You see what happened to Kevin Gates? He went and said that old stupid shit about how he was acting like an N-word with the ER on it and how he got arrested and blah, 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 and all lives matter. And look at him now. The videotape evidence comes out. If you look at it from a different angle, it looked like he didn't even kick that girl in the chest. It looked like his foot did not connect with her at all. If you watch the footage that his wife, the beautiful Dreka Gates, posted to her Instagram page, it looked like he didn't even touch the girl. But, you know, whatever. He ends up going to jail anyway. It doesn't matter what the evidence shows. He was accused of it, and it looked like he kicked her in the other video, so his ass is in jail, rotting there. I wonder if he's still screaming all lives matter and I acted like an N-word. Anyways, from here on out, Lil Wayne can eat a dick. I'm officially a T.I. fan at the moment. I feel proud of myself. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, shout out to T.I. and a huge shout out to Lil Wayne for being the House Negro of the Year. Yes, taking that pat on the back and that pat on the head like a little good dog, good little black dog, and a pat on the ass from Massel. And black men, this is why there needs to be something extreme and swift that needs to happen with these gangsters and these women who love these gangsters. We need to do something about this issue. They're out here killing our people, and then when it comes to something like this, they don't have our backs. Same thing with these women that just love a thug. I mean, they're one and the same. Law of attraction, like attracts like. There is no such thing as a good girl liking a bad guy. That's all a mythology. This is devils and devils getting together. And as you can see, he's siding with the goddamn devil. All of your murderers are in the room with a gun pointed at you. What the fuck are you gonna do, black man? What are you gonna do? You got this ninja over here. You got the white man over here. You got the black woman like cooning with her eyes bulging out of her head and enjoying the drama and going and snatching up the thug or snatching up with the white dude who's ready to kill you. You know, she's siding with your oppressors. She's your oppressor too. I'm just saying, you know, it may sound fucked up that I'm saying it like this, but this is the God's honest truth. You got people out here killing us, and these black women basically are benefiting off of your deaths, getting millions of dollars when your dumb ass is dead. I'm just telling you black men to wake the fuck up. If you don't have a record, you need to be armed. And like I said, something needs to happen. We need to do something about these gangs killing us. And don't get it twisted, these women that are rolling with these dudes, they're a part of it too. Just as guilty, and in some cases even more guilty. So black man, what are you gonna do? You gonna stand back and not say anything or not do anything? Or are you gonna ride? Anyways, this is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm just an asshole with a microphone. I don't even know if I'm gonna even post this video. I might post it, then privatize it or take it down altogether. I know that people are gonna pick it apart and just talk about one little thing that I said in here and talk a bunch of shit. You're bashing black women or some other shit that I know people are gonna take this whatever bullshit way that they want to take it, or say that the gangs are protecting the neighbor. Just some fucking retards are gonna come to the comment section and say something that's gonna piss me the fuck off. I already know I'm gonna end up either cutting the comment section off, privatizing the video, or just deleting it all together. I already know one of the three things that I just named are gonna happen. So I'm just letting you know beforehand, enjoy it while it's there, because it's probably gonna disappear sooner or later. But anyways, let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, and Meat Magazine blog on Instagram.